Hey, it's that time again for the Random Act of Kindness Challenge, week 4. The one I have for you all today is called Obedience to Grace, and the verse with it is John 1:16, the NIV version, and it says, "Out of his fullness we have all received grace in place of grace already given." And the devotion is written by someone with the name Kristen, and it says, "A few years ago, my husband stopped at a street corner to talk to a homeless man. The man said he was an Iraq War veteran who hadn't had much luck at local shelters and just needed to purchase a bus ticket to get to another city. Moved by his story, my husband gave him some money to help purchase the ticket. On his way home, he called Pastor Carol, the director of one of our local shelters, who also happened to be a friend, and related the story. She paused and then asked what he looked like. When he described to the man, Pastor Carol immediately knew who my husband was talking about and that the man's story about his past, however moving, was false. Disappointed, Tim felt bothered that he had believed the man's fabrication. Pastor Carol's response, however, resonated with him. You're not responsible for his response or his truthfulness. You need to be faithful to do what God asks you to do and trust that he will take care of it. You can't let someone else's response dictate your giving. At the end of the day, the lesson we learned wasn't about the man and his lie, it was about ourselves. Although we always try to give wisely, our larger purpose is to give and let it go. After all, we are responsible only for our obedience and responding to God's guidance in giving. There's no sense in worrying after the fact about whether the person deserved the gift. Rather than trying to find some arbitrary definition of what makes someone truly in need of help, let's let God judge the appropriateness of their response. After all, as John 1:16 reminds us, haven't we all been given more than we deserve? And so the act of kindness that comes with this one says to practice giving without judgment by doing an act of kindness for someone whose circumstances are beyond your knowledge. For example, you could pay the person in the car behind you in the coffee shop drive-through lane. And, this one is just a great reminder that, we can't let people's actions, dictate whether or not we give, because if that was the case, we would all be, extremely just narcissistic and be all about ourselves even more than we naturally already are. And, it's part of our human nature to be a little selfish at times, but, we still need to be able to give, and we can't let their actions, dictate that. And so I want to challenge you all to put all the negative thoughts associated with a situation behind. And even though it's natural to be like, is this person telling the truth? What's false? What's true? Despite, what thoughts might be going in your mind about it. I just want to challenge each and every one of you to do something, despite whether or not the circumstance is true. Because in the end, God will bless you for it. And, if we can give with a given heart, then, the Bible says, give and, you'll get equal back. And so that's a challenge for you all. And I would love to know in the comments what you all do with it this week. And I plan to do the same, and I will let you all know what I do in the comments as well. And in the meantime, you are amazing. You have a purpose and you're loved. Until next time, see ya.